Welcome to This Is Important, a production of iHeartRadio, the show where we talk about what's obviously most critically, crucially important.
Today on This Is Important.
Butts don't have a gender, TBH.
I went to a house party and Gwen Stefani was there one time. Orange County, punk rock getting radical.
What in the Thunderbolt asterisk is happening here?
Strap in.
Yeah.
We're back!
Honey.
Dude.
Honey.
Yeah. Wait, is that Adam or is that the board?
Yeah! Honey.
That was
me.
right there.
Dude, I just went to the Beyonce concert.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this past weekend. Yeah.
Punk rock getting radical.
Honey. I didn't realize how many.
Is that from the concert?
I thought that was from a Kanye song.
I just heard a lot of men saying that. There's 70,000 at SoFi Stadium. There were 70,000 people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. If I had to guess, 55,000 of them were gay men in assless chaps. And I'm not I don't think that's much of an exaggeration.
Wait,
Okay.
assless chaps.
Well, first of all, chaps
All
are
chaps
assless.
are assless. There's no
Yes.
such-
Right.
But
we
then
go.
it's what you wear underneath them. And no one was wearing just denim
Okay.
jeans.
Look, hey,
That's not what they were wearing.
It's always a good time to go into Adam Devine land where 50,000 people wearing assless chaps. Just for the sake of like,
wanna see it?
What's still probably pretty funny, how many assless chaps did you see?
And I'm not hundreds if not thousands. And that's
Really?
not
Hundreds of assless chaps.
thousands, I would say.
What?
And so these men are wearing thongs.
Yes, a lot of thongs, a lot of short.
And this is because she's like a cowgirl now.
It was like a cowboy theme. I didn't even know it was a cowboy theme. Chloe's like,
Yeah,
we got
she's country
tickets.
now.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Aloe, the clothing brand, they invited us
Yeah.
into their like suite,
Yeah.
and we got to go
Hello.
for free. It was super cool.
Hello.
Saw
Right, one by the
Beyonce.
hole.
Our drive on pass was so good, dudes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That on the drive in or on the exit out of the stadium, because we parked underneath the stadium, we saw Beyonce
What?
just hanging out.
Wow.
That's
That's-
pretty elite level parking.
Yeah.
But
Did she have chaps on?
at that point, she didn't. But she did at one point.
Rude.
It was pretty great.
Cool. Nice.
But it was amazing, and I think she did like 5 shows there. So there's 70,000 people there every night.
Mhm.
Jesus.
I wonder if it was just the Sunday night show that was the banger that had all the assless chaps, or if every night, and it made me go,
Right. Maybe it was
I
chaps
didn't
night.
realize there's that many gay men in Los Angeles,
Oh, honey.
or did they all come and then they came several nights?
Great ass.
They came.
They all came.
Did you offer anybody your chapstick?
Everybody's coming.
I didn't. There wasn't a lot.
Oh, you're not an ally.
Did you say, hey, if you want, I got chapstick for you?
I didn't do that.
That would be pretty creepy. I think that would leak.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Well, how many more nights do you have? There might be another night you can go.
It was a hell of a show. I'll give it up
Yeah.
for Beyonce.
What is your
Okay.
Beyonce song? Your favorite one?
Yeah.
Go.
What's your go-to banger?
I don't know.
But hum it. Hum the one. All the single ladies. Right,
Okay, go off, King.
I mean, maybe all the single ladies, because that's the one that I kind of know. But she didn't do that. She did
What?
all the
Good.
ones.
Good, right? No.
She
not
did
bad.
all the ones from this new album, the Cowboy Carter album,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't know a single song. I was
Mhm.
really lost. I was kind of excited because the last time I saw
Yeah.
Beyonce, it was her and Jay-Z, and they did the duel
Oh,
show.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, Jay-Z, what is she doing going with Jay-Z? He's got all these bangers. He's going to blow her off the stage.
Mm.
That's not what happened at all. I was way off base.
Yeah.
Beyonce was the headliner.
They couldn't even. Yeah.
And Jay-Z was like, people were like, oh, okay, he's here, I guess. He's the opening act.
Yeah.
Right.
But this was just Beyonce. She put on a hell of a show. Didn't know a single song, but
She didn't. She was just like,
Mhm.
just
You
kept
do it.
dancing.
Now you
Y'all know this one. Yeah, now you with the microphone. to the
yeah,
audience.
it's like
They're like, you've been doing it the whole show.
it's
Yeah.
like when like bad rap acts where they're
Yes.
like will just be like, oh, and then and then the crowd is just doing the whole hook of like
Right.
Ashanti, who's not there
Right.
because they couldn't
While
afford
they
her to go
catch
on
their
tour.
breath. Yeah.
Sure. yes. The feature.
Who could afford Ashanti?
The feature's not there. Oh,
God, I hope
sweetheart.
she's charging a lot.
Oh, me too.
At this point, I bet we could afford Ashante on the cruise.
She's on the cruise. She's
coming on the
cruise.
God.
Dude.
If she came on the cruise, we'd sell
Someone's
out.
coming.
Yeah,
We'd sell
yeah.
out.
I bet we might. We might anyways.
Did Beyonce bring out any features? Like, were there any surprise guests?
No, and the annoying thing is the big surprise was that her daughter was just there dancing.
Blue Ivy, of course.
She
Blue
was
Ivy?
good, but it felt like, and she was perfectly fine. I don't mean to like shit on a teen girl.
Okay.
Go
Here
for
we
it.
go.
But it just
I don't
felt
mean
like
to, but yeah.
she
Here he
didn't
goes.
seem like a professional dancer. Like the other dancers,
not.
you know how the
Yeah,
dancers give. They put a little toot on the moves. You can
And-
know the moves, but dancers are like slap,
And for those watching on YouTube,
slap,
Right.
slap. They're hitting.
Right.
They're sticking it. Gah, gah, gah.
you're just kind of
She's-
like shaking your head a little.
I'm not a
more.
professional dancer.
Right,
Like,
right.
I'm
Okay.
saying
Okay.
this is
Adam,
you can
I
imagine
hate
what
to
they're doing.
break it to you, Adam. You are. You've been paid to dance.
Yeah, you kind of are. You're kind of a pro. I've seen
Oh
you
yeah,
walk
I
down.
guess I.
How
am
do you
kind
think
of
your
pro.
body fell apart from just being a professional walker?
Yeah. Oh my God, my hips are still quaking from the Jennifer Hudson spirit tunnel.
Yeah,
my
brother.
God.
God
Oh,
damn.
by the way, at Beyonce,
Keep going.
3 separate times I
Mhm.
was complimented on the Spirit Walk tunnel.
No shit.
Yeah, dude, that was the demo. I was like, and I didn't
Yes.
walk around. I was just in the booth, but people could like kind of walk past, and
Yeah.
I'd get spotted, and they're like, "I love your Spirit Walk tunnel, honey," and I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, girlfriend." It was sick. It was
Right.
actually a ton of fun.
It sounds really cool.
So Blue Ivy, we're
Blake
kind
would
of
love
in
it.
a
Blake would
bring
love
your
it. I
daughter
would.
to work day like
It
world,
was
right? Like Elon's bringing his kid on the shoulders into the Oval Office to talk about
Sure.
nukes.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, really good move.
Yeah.
I just
guess-
feel like it's kind of we're in that moment where it's like
Was he the one? That's when he would like went to Donald Trump, the little kid, and he's like, "We're going to be president soon." And he like
Did
kept
he?
telling him he doesn't. Yeah, he kept
said
telling
that?
him. The little
that's
child.
funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a cool interaction.
That's cool
That's
and
dope.
scary and probably right. True. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah. It was wild. Then they brought. It just felt like she was doing TikTok dances. Blue Ivy.
Yeah, but what right. Is
Yeah.
she getting
Yeah,
paid for that,
that
you
makes
think?
sense.
Or you think mom's
sure she
just
is.
like, come on out?
No, I bet she's getting paid, and I bet.
And I'm seeing sons and daughters in like commercials a lot now, where it's like also my son's gonna be standing right here while I do the commercial, and you're gonna give
Yeah,
him $200,000.
you have
for
to
no
give him
reason.
a couple $100,000 exactly.
That seems kind
what
of genius.
like
though.
what are we doing? I mean, I don't know. I'm like, cool.
You're
Cool,
just getting
great.
extra
Do you?
extra checks. They're paying
Yeah.
for their own college.
Yeah. I guess so. It depends on if the kid wants to do that. Don't make
That's true.
your kid go in front of 70,000
Yeah.
people at SoFi if they don't
That's
want to
true.
do TikTok
Right.
dances.
Yeah.
Right.
But she was a little rigid up there. I liked it more when they brought the younger daughter up, and then she just was geeked. She was
Because
just
she doesn't
like,
know what's going on.
and she was just like waving and like wee, and I was like,
Okay.
that's more fun. This
Right.
other girl was like going to work. I'm like, oh, but then it wasn't. She wasn't doing that great job.
Yeah,
dear.
Better than I could do. Better than I could. do.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think I saw her at the halftime show of like a Cowboys game or something, and she did all right.
Yeah, was that the Netflix did
Yeah.
a big Netflix football game at Christmas time?
Is that what this concert is? Is basically that show? Like the
I didn't
Netflix
watch
did?
that show.
Oh.
I didn't
Fair
watch
enough.
that.
Oh.
But yes, if they were all in assless chaps and cowboy hats,
Yeah.
Cowboy assless chaps. Yeah, they were.
I remember Chloe was like
I love
ready
it.
to go to the concert, and she was just wearing a cowboy hat. And every
Yeah.
once in a while, Chloe will make a big swing, just
Mm.
hat wise, and wear a big dumb hat. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and I hate big dumb hats. They're my least
I know
favorite.
you really do.
Yeah.
You hate a dumb hat. You
Dude,
really-
And
a
you've seen
dumb
the
hat.
SNL sketch, correct?
No, I haven't.
Oh, there's a whole big dumb hat SNL sketch where it's
No.
like when you're like a woman of a certain age, you just need a big dumb hat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Go ahead.
We're
great
borrowing,
minds,
We're
'cause I've-
borrowing from them now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah. How's it feel?
It just
Lauren?
bothers me. That's a
Right.
small dumb hat. Small dumb hats are fine. It's when it blocks the view of people,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're going
sure.
to an event, and you're like, Well, I can't even see. Even if you're out at a bar.
Right. So we're not going to see you at the Derby anytime soon? Or are you going to be taking people's hats off?
Then it's for Big Dumb Hats. That's what the event is for.
Okay.
I didn't know
so
that
you're
this was a
narrowing it
cowboy
down.
thing. I didn't know this was a cowboy thing. So
Yeah.
I see Chloe in this hat and I go, oh no. I go,
dear.
oh no, honey. I was getting into a character. I was like, oh no, honey.
Right.
You got to take that off. And she did. And then I got there and then I felt bad because she was the only girl without a dumb cowboy hat.
And did
So
she
you
give
said-
you shit? And was she like, told you?
Yeah.
You fuck-
Yes.
Yeah.
Essentially. She was like,
And you said you were getting into character. So were you pretending to be a gay man the whole time during the concert? What do you mean by getting into character?
I was Kelvin Gemstone. It was the night of
fair enough.
the series finale
Okay.
of Gemstone. So I was Kelvin Gemstone. I went
Okay.
as character.
Twofer.
I
Nice.
love that. That's kind of
Blake,
cool.
would you go to not would you? Like what would get you to a Beyonce concert?
Oh, very easily. If I was guaranteed some Destiny Child songs, I would go for sure.
No,
or
that's
some
not what
aloe, some
It
aloe.
was, that didn't happen.
pants?
I know. That's why, And also, if it was free, I would go. Yeah.
The seats were but undeniably sick. It was
Yeah.
it was very, very unreal. The big
And
shout
Blake-
out to Aloe.
Yeah. Send us some
Pants
Aloe?
or shirts or it's ALO. ALO.
yeah, something that makes our dicks look
Yeah,
Blake, what would be your Beyonce jam that would get you out of your seat?
I like her song "Kitty Cat." It's kind of a deep cut, but I really
Pervert.
like that song. It's really good.
Mhm.
It has a good
Lick
beat and
the cat.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a
Nice,
few.
dude.
What's the one surfboard? That
Mhm.
one's pretty good.
Mhm.
See, if she just did a greatest hits, that it would have been a phenomenal show. I understand you gotta take the new album for a spin, but
Yeah,
but
it's a vibe.
Just as a person who's not gonna go to many Beyonce concerts in his life, I wanted to hear the
Right.
hits.
Yeah,
You know,
and she
That's
never.
why it's great when
she-
a band or a artist gets a little older and they just know that you have to. You could do a few songs from the new album. But
Yeah.
then it really has to be hits, or else
Right.
people revolt. I think people
the
just
moms
love
and dads.
Beyonce too
Yeah.
much.
So it
To-
wasn't
that
even
she's allowed to just do.
She's surrounded
3
by yes
hours.
people.
at the end of the concert, like the encore. She didn't
Oh,
go through like a
dude.
medley of.
She
like,
did a medley, and I'm like, okay, here we go. It lasted 5 minutes. It was
Mhm.
like 30 seconds per song, and I'm like, this. What are we doing?
And she was like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
She's
I'm
like,
saying.
oh, see, that's Destiny's Child. That is no. Next, no bills,
Next.
bills, bills.
No
No,
more of
no,
that.
no, no.
No, 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 no.
God
Is that her
damn.
best song, by the way? Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, it's a fucking
Bring up
great.
some Beyonce greatest hits.
I mean,
It was
that
a
one.
very fun show, dude. A lot of male ass cheeks. Blake
trying to
would have
think.
loved it.
Thank you so
Trying to
much. Well, come on,
Beyonce
check up
song
on
that
it. This
really
one
gets
was
me
really good.
going.
Well, that's more Slim Thug.
Jam. And this is Destiny?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
it's listed
Blake,
as
you can't-
Beyonce, but
Yeah, it has
dude, I'm a Destiny's Child guy. That's how she got me. That's how I'll always
Right.
remember her.
Right. You're a Destiny's Child grown up.
Yeah, I'm a Destiny grown up. That
I mean, you got any from
Yes, points!
as her spin as Foxy Cleopatra?
Ooh.
in my library, no, but I could definitely
Hmm.
search Apple Music. Please hold. You want the first 15 seconds of the number
We
one
want,
song?
no, we don't want the first. We want the best, most
Yeah.
recognizable 15 seconds.
I don't know this one.
No, I don't know. I also don't know this one.
I don't know that. Here's the second
don't
one.
know that one.
Oh, To the Left is the one.
To the
To the
left.
left.
Wait, this
Yeah.
one's pretty good.
And Halo.
You
Oh yeah. Yep.
you must not know about me.
Dude,
Yeah,
if you
come
played
on.
this song right into
This is it.
Creed's 6 Feet from the
Right.
Edge, there's not a
Right.
dry eye in the house.
Well, are you?
Not a dry eye in the house.
Is it? Would you flip that? Because
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Creed,
You're gonna
get
kill
going.
yourself, and then you're like, no. You know what? You to the left.
Yes.
She
that's
makes
right.
some
You
pretty.
jump.
She does make some pretty powerful tracks. She makes some arena rock
She's-
for sure.
Give me
She's
a little
the real
Halo,
deal.
please.
She's the real deal.
She's a real freaking deal.
Give me a little Halo.
Hey, I just
Give
played
me a little
that.
Halo. Did you?
See, and this one
shit just makes you salute.
This one just builds.
This is gonna be when I win the presidential race. That's gonna be the song I like. Put my hand on the Bible to.
What did we call you? The Rancho Cucamonga dude? What was it? What did we?
City councilman dude.
City councilman dude. Absolutely.
Wow.
I
You
think
mean
we
his
talked
like
about
arc
how
for 7 seasons? You couldn't remember city councilman?
I mean,
dude?
it's not on the tip of my tongue. I just,
Huh.
I needed a little help.
one of my favorite thing about that was that
So-
it clearly should have been city council dude, but we were like, it's funnier to have it be
fuck
worse.
it up. Yeah. Hold up. That was a lot of our show. It was funnier for it to be worse.
The good old days. The
Well, I saw
good
Blake
old
the other night.
days. Yes, we did see each other.
Oh my god.
Where did I see you, Blake?
Was that out and about randomly? Because that's the best. Or was it you guys knew?
No.
Yeah,
I have
you
a
knew.
thing on my phone, so that can't happen.
Oh, okay.
We're just going.
I'm pissed now.
Getting
and
too
I
close.
just bolt.
You're within 100 yards.
Yeah, I've flipped so many bitches in my car because of that. I've been like cutting off. Yeah, a little bit. No, where did I see you, Blazer?
You've got me low jacked, brother. What the hell? God damn. We went and saw the somewhat premiere of Jillian Bell's movie,
It's called The
Summer
Friends
of
and
69.
Family.
Yeah, the Friends and Family.
Summer of
69, dudes.
And
Yeah,
guess what?
She invited
It's
him to
about exactly that, 69ing.
It
Nice.
is. I was
Yeah.
actually really hyped. There is no doubt about it. It's all 69 all the time.
Mm-hmm. Too much
That's
for you.
tight.
No, I love.
Did you guys enjoy the film? Honest critique.
Super
did.
funny.
Yeah, it's
Super
great.
funny movie.
All right.
Yeah,
she did
I'm
a
liking
great
it.
job. She looked great on the night. I thought she was Florence Pug when I saw her. I go,
Is-
what in the
is-
Thunderbolt
is it
asterisk
Pug?
is happening
Pug?
here?
Is it Pug like the dog?
How do you
Yeah.
pronounce it?
I thought it was
Poog?
Pu-
I know.
Pug.
Blake,
Pug.
one more. I feel like every
Pug?
week I have to explain to Blake that this is a comedy podcast. If I just
I
said-
know, but also you have to unpack it because listeners at home go, "This fucking guy just called her Pug, and these guys aren't correcting him." So we go at every angle here.
listeners, slide into Blake's DMs.
Well, and also, by the way, dude, I don't know how to pronounce. I just did the Tonight Show last week with her,
Look,
and
And you called her Pug?
producer
I didn't
Ann,
know how to pronounce
Got
it.
it.
I mean, we're not going to say her first and last name, but I was
it's
backstage.
Florence
You just-
Pug.
Paju. Well, where is she
Pug.
from? What's her country of origin? Do we know
White.
that?
And I take that back.
No,
I
she's
did
not.
Kelly and Mark with her, not the Tonight Show.
Kelly
Okay.
and Mark.
What's Kelly
Consuelo.
Ripa?
Yeah.
Kelly Ripa.
She's
Mm.
ripped. That's
Dude,
I mean,
and so's Mark. I will say, I
mm.
kind of towered over them a little bit.
What?
And I was so excited. Mark
No.
is
Both
not
of
a big
them?
man. Mark is not a big man.
yeah, that doesn't shock
I bet
me,
he
does
weighs
it?
150 pounds.
You need another 4 inches.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're saying
That's pretty well.
who Mark is
Her
AC
husband.
Oh, this isn't AC
No.
Slater, right? Who are we talking about?
No. That's Mario Lopez. Fucking
Jesus.
I don't know. Who
Come
are we
on,
talking
dude.
about?
No, you're
Who's
Hispanics.
Yeah, dude.
Who's-
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're racist, bro.
Yeah.
You're.
No, sir, I
that's-
don't like it.
I
That's
didn't
what-
hear. I was still fucking fuming over.
Oh, you said who's
mispronouncing-
Mark?
Mhm.
Mario Lopez? No, you said who's Mark? AC Slater.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
what did you say? Who is this person? Mark what? I didn't hear you.
Consuelo.
I don't know-
He's
I don't
the
know.
husband and co-host of Kelly Ripa.
Kelly-
It's Kelly and Mark is the name. It used to be like
I don't.
Regis and Kelly, and then it was
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
and then
Right.
now it's
Well,
been a variation of this same show for like 30 years.
Mhm.
Okay, so
and
this is
she's fantastic, fantastic, not
well,
very nice
remember
woman, but
that sounds
Regis,
awesome.
They're
wasn't
small,
it Regis
very
and Kelly
small.
for a while?
yeah,
It was. That was.
Regis was something else, huh?
Oh God.
We can give him all.
He's the
flowers.
best.
Can we?
he's
Has
he's
he
passed
gone?
away, correct?
He
okay, he's
did?
gone. Yeah.
What?
But he was
Yeah.
old as
When?
fuck. He was super old and like.
Don't act like you know who that is.
hella
Oh, because
energy.
it's a white, you know who he is. Blake?
Regent? No, because
Oh, fuck.
Wow, what
because
the hell,
of
dude?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Come
Oh,
on,
that's true.
that was a game changer. Remember when fucking that ruled
Show
the
changer.
damn? It was all these things. Remember when that was appointment television, a damn game show?
Yeah. I'm doing it again.
Spell
I think.
umbrella.
I think I'm doing it.
they asked me to do it, and I could pick a co-host. Do either of you really want to do it?
I've been talking to Isaac about it.
What the hell? I didn't get a call.
Sounds like I'm available.
Okay. No, it looks like you're not in, Blake. Sorry, bud.
The whole thing comes down to holding a 2-shot of 2 people, Blake, and your hair just can't.
Oh, shit.
I can tie it back. I can tie it back.
That's what I heard about you. Whoa, where'd you pull that from? Just now?
I think I had it when we were on tour. That was when we would go to like answering audience questions.
Oh yeah, fun.
Oh yeah, or that funny bit of trying to just put the spotlight on Kyle and having him like answer a question and be like, I don't like this, man. I don't like this.
I hate being up here, but about to break dance for 10 minutes.
I'm gonna sing a whole Selena song, but I hate it.
My God.
I hate it. I like when Kyle gets nervous. He just resorts to breakdancing real quick.
Yeah.
He's the best and I love him.
Adam, are you good off of those noises? I'm fine now.
I won't play that one. Remember when they followed Who Wants to Be a Millionaire up with fucking...
Millionaire.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. And it was
Where'd they
just
find
game
that
shows.
bitch?
Tom Likas.
Dude, that was it was big in the big in the UK, and she came over and remember her?
She was so hot, dude.
She looked like Barbara.
Can you imagine if your job was just being a fucking bitch?
That is hot white meat right there, baby.
That's Blake's favorite.
I love a white grandma.
She looked like Barbara from Shark Tank. You know what I'm saying? Very similar vibe.
Old, small, white, yeah.
Old, small, white with short hair.
Yeah.
She was fantastic. We used to do a thing in high school where we would
race to beat off
you and this woman.
So you can get off the fastest.
Yeah,
you are the weakest link.
Blake Anderson.
No, Blake. No, we would sit in a car and hotbox.
What did you do with your dick?
Hotbox with each other.
Okay.
And then whoever had to stop smoking weed, then we would all do a bit of being like, you are the weakest smoke. Goodbye.
Oh, man. I want to be with you.
Bit.
I want to be friends with you.
You would have been the weakest smoke every time, dude.
So what? I'm still having fun with my friends.
Yeah, that is true.
Very psychedelic.
You can't just keep smoking?
I can. Some people cannot. Some people, I think, wig out or freak out.
Start to get a little paranoid.
Yeah. I mean, in hindsight...
Yeah, because you were kicking them out in a moving vehicle.
In hindsight, it was a lot of like right outside a party, and we're just hotboxing the shit out of a car, making it more of a eyesore. Like the neighbors are... Not only is there a party happening, now like smoke is seeping from underneath the car.
You're doing everything you can to get police to show up.
Yeah. And then we're just inside this car for like 3 hours in the middle of the party.
Jesus.
Because no one wants to be the weakest smoke. Goodbye.
Oh,
and so then you go back into the party, and then all the fun stuff's happened. You're too stoned. It kind of sucked.
Freaking see us. This is like hands on a hard body situation.
It really was. It really was.
Oh yeah, legendary.
That truck.
Damn, is that still available on any sort of streaming platform?
Oh yeah, it was a show. It was a documentary, right?
It was a documentary. Worse than that.
Worse than death. Okay.
What's worse than that?
Murder, brother. Straight up murder. You don't remember?
Okay, well, let's explain what hands on the hard body is.
Okay, go ahead.
And then you can. So hands on a hard body is you place your hand on a car, and whoever, if you accidentally go to scratch your nose and take your hand off the car, then you're out.
Right.
And whoever can touch the car for the longest wins the car. Correct.
Yes.
And it lasts for days.
Yes.
So people are like hallucinating and like fucking eating meals with one hand. Yeah, dude.
Are people like eating meals? Yeah.
Yes. So much so that someone was like awake for so long that they ended up like just letting go of the car, walking straight to like the nearest department store.
Just across this parking lot to a Walmart, right?
Yes. Getting
Bought
a gun and killed people.
Yeah.
Went back and started shooting people.
So he could win the truck, or he's just had enough.
I think
people
he
were
was
talking
like,
shit.
"What is my life?
Yeah, somebody was talking
I'm gonna
shit.
go kill people."
It's
a bummer,
crazy.
but it's a good documentary.
It's really good, and we spoiled it, but you got to watch it.
Yeah, you have to keep one hand on the truck, and I don't even think Blake got to this or anybody got to this. The one who has their hand on the truck the longest wins the truck.
Yeah,
and it's like a
I
nice
said that.
truck.
Said that.
Yeah, great.
Yes.
And it's a dope truck. It's all sick.
But that contest doesn't happen anymore because of
well, that's whack. It sucks that like one guy kills some people. It's like kids are still going to school.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You know,
we can't
a lot of kids are getting homeschooled.
a lot.
Some kids
There's
are
a lot of
well,
homeschoolers now.
remember that contest? It was a radio contest where the guy was who could chug the most water,
Drink water.
and then he like
Sega Genesis, right?
Yeah, it was for something so stupid, and then he died from drinking too much water.
Sega was pretty good.
I feel like we should.
Was it
still have that
dude or a
contest.
woman? I thought it was a woman trying to get a Sega or something like that for her kid. And
it was a mom. Cool mom,
stomach
dude.
exploded of
Shout out
milk or water.
I would have a water chugging competition with you guys.
I don't think it was milk because you could only drink so much milk before your body it throws up.
It was water because as a water drinking champion,
of course,
I
the
sort of
circle.
related to that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Goes
so
without saying.
Anna,
Don't even need to say it.
Anna, who is our producer, told us right before this episode that she's checked out and doesn't care about our podcast anymore.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
She says that this episode is off to a great start. She cackled at Florence Pug, so that's sweet of her.
Okay.
Well, I think she might have sent that. She meant to send that to whatever the fuck his name is that she does the podcast. I can't remember.
Bowen Yang.
You lose.
Send it to Bowen Yang.
Yes,
Yeah.
Anna
She
also
meant to
does
send that.
produce Bowen Yang's podcast. Very funny podcast.
Producer Anna, was it water? Was it milk?
It was water.
Yeah, it was water. You said it was milk.
No,
a second ago.
No,
I said the human body can
questioned.
only contain so much water before it evacuates the body. It's like not even a thing. Like you can't drink a certain amount of milk.
Okay, the contest is called Hold Your Wee for a Wee.
Wow.
Great.
Yes, points.
Pretty funny.
Even though
Okay.
it killed somebody.
Yes, points.
That's
Dude, remember-
crazy. She died for a Nintendo Wii? That's an obsolete fucking...
Yeah, but not
gift at this
obsolete.
point.
It still works.
Nobody
I
has
Weebled
Wii
yesterday.
anymore?
Dude,
You did?
Wii fucking
What
rocks.
the fuck are you doing with your life? You're still Wii bowling?
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
We
insane.
we bout it. We bout it. Bout it.
Wii rocks. Remember how much... Dude, I remember when I first quit the improv. I quit working at the improv because someone came in and was essentially like, I did the Montreal Comedy Festival, yada, yada. And they were like, you can't be seen working the door at the improv anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get a job somewhere else. And I was like, no, I'm going to make it in comedy. I'm quitting and just going to do comedy full steam. And that just meant I sat around the house until it was time to go to the comedy clubs and would do like 1 10-minute spot. And that was my entire life. And so I would sit at home and play Wii bowling for 8 hours a day. And then whoever had the day off would sit with me and smoke weed and play weed bowling. And it was a fantastic existence.
Those were the days.
I didn't mean to shit on. It'll be my take back, but Wii was legit. Like Wii Sports was off the chain.
my
Wii
God,
tennis,
man.
Wii golf,
Oh
Wii
my
bowling.
God.
We was a fascinating era where Nintendo was like, we're still here. We're still
Oh, yeah.
something. We're
Oh,
still
yeah.
standing.
They're always going to be a factor. They just make a really great
And are they
product.
Twitch? Or Switch?
Switch.
They're Switch. They're Switch,
yes.
right?
Yes, love
Yes.
my Switch. Switch 2.
Switch, itch. I don't know.
Glitch.
Scratch.
What the fuck?
Goodbye.
I need the
so
Switch
removed.
2. I need the Switch 2. I think they just dropped
What do you
it.
play on the Switch?
I play a lot of like they drop a lot of like old school games, and then yeah, just I play lots of stuff.
Okay, so no specifics. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Just
You're great
name
at
one. Just
podcasting.
name one.
Yeah.
Games from before are what I.
I'm trying to think of.
It makes me go like, Blake's kind of posing about playing Nintendo Switch.
Just
What? No, dude. Like what? Like Smash Bros. Of course.
Great.
Like you
Yeah.
have to.
Okay.
That's
There's
one
one.
of the best Nintendo.
But why are you saying that so angrily? What do you want me to do? Name video games? Fucking Super Smash Brothers, Donkey Kong, fucking Tetris. Are you happy?
Get this mic out of my face, bro. Interview over.
Dude, we're podcasting, man. You have to keep talking, dude. You can't just.
I just want to get to know you better, man.
Well, the classics. I love Smash Brothers.
I'm just like, I just want to know my friends a little better.
Of course, Mario Kart.
I didn't know you had a dog for like 8 years, bro.
You don't listen. Even if I said what I played, you wouldn't listen. You'd forget as soon as this was over. I'm not sharing.
Dude, we didn't know you had a dog named Pickles. Ever, dude.
God.
Is it Pickles?
Okay. So you play Super Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Well,
Weird that I have multiple friends with dogs named Pickles. You know Adam Ray's dog is named Pickles? Why?
It's almost the exact same dog.
Why does everyone have a dog named Pickles that's the same dog?
Because people are
science.
Unoriginal.
Yeah, I don't. What causes you to name your dog?
Adam, let's have a sip.
Hey, shout out to all my Nintendo Switch heads. Let me know if you got the Nintendo Switch 2.
Switch hitters. Where are my Switch hitters at?
Switch it, batter up, batter up.
Switcheroo down in Australia.
But I think it's going to be hard to get the Switch 2 because, China isn't really fucking with us.
Well, you're famous.
Parts.
Figure it out. You're famous.
Yeah,
so you'll do a commercial.
I will. I'll do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Do anything for Nintendo.
Yeah, you'll do anything for you got to do things for like money sometimes, and maybe get your manager if he's not asleep at the wheel, Isaac, and
if
maybe
he's not,
because I remember when you did a billion commercials for Buzzball and they gave you $0. It was
no, Adam. I did like two commercials for Buzzballs, and those were paid for. But
I think what Adam's referring to is finishing every podcast by slamming one and saying it's time to buzz off.
Hey, that was for me.
Yeah, I can respect that. It is crazy though to be like to think back a year, 2 years, or maybe even just 1 year ago, and being like, yeah, I see buzzballs around sometimes. I know what they are. Right. They are absolutely everywhere now.
And Blake was the face. I think he made under $3,000 for all
Get
of
your
that.
1099 out. Get your W-2.
Do you think I'm the reason Buzzballs are a thing?
I think you played a huge role in it, and you definitely worth more than the $3,000 you were paid.
You might be right. Now they don't even answer. They don't respond to my DMs. They're like mad at me.
That's crazy.
Because you know how they did the. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You know how they made that Lonzo Buzzball, like the basketball blue one, and it was Lonzo Ball? So like, yo, need that. Left me on fucking scene, bro.
Did they actually do one, though? Or was it just for like
so. I've never seen one in person.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that they were like, we don't have any.
Yeah, but also they could hit you back saying, Blake, we love you. We just made a one-of-one just for him as a promotional thing. But
that's true.
But here's some product. Like, here's a T-shirt so you can talk about it. You did commercials for them. They paid you no money. You waved their flag so high.
Very proud.
And then they ghosted you. I don't care if they're women or not. It's a women-owned company.
Bully! Go off, King.
They fucking suck.
Kind of don't like them
did my boy dirty.
They're appropriating balls. That's kind of our thing. Get your own.
To be fair to them,
they could have called
women have cans.
It could have been cans. Could have been tit juice.
They do a tit juice. I would drink tit juice, and it would get you fucked.
Maybe we come out with our liqueur and it's tit juice.
Big old
men-owned
for
men-owned titty bag. And is it like a wine?
I'm drunk now.
What is it?
It could be whatever.
We'll workshop
whatever.
We'll get
slop. I mean, it could be. I mean, if we're following Buzzball's playbook, it could be literal poison, the worst tasting beverage of all time.
I like it.
Should we get a little squirt of what's the breast milk, the real good breast milk? What's that one called? The liquid gold.
Is it Lycum or
no?
Is it?
It's like it starts with a C.
We've talked about it before.
We did.
Where it comes out like yellow.
Squirt of that.
Yeah, a little squirt.
What is it?
Could be called a little squirt.
Liquid gold.
Well, squirt is a beverage. You are aware of that.
Yeah, but little. You had a little. It's different.
Yeah.
I'll call. I'm going to come up with a soda and call it
little Pepsi,
little Coca-Cola.
Todd just
colostrum. Yes,
colostrum.
colostrum. That's right.
Way to get there, Todd, my boy.
Hey, anything that's got strum, this musician, he's all about it.
Hey, yes, points, baby.
We're just connecting dots that
points.
maybe don't even need to be connected.
Well, hey, I do want to shout out Buzzballs because they do a month where they highlight testicular cancer. So
okay.
So
does everyone, dude. I'm sick of putting these fucking companies on this high horse, on this pedestal.
Get them.
And then just because they once a year they go, hey, guys have ball cancer. And suddenly we have to think they're a good company. Right. I don't care, dude. They did my boy dirty. They paid him no money. He waved the flag super high. Yeah. They are leaving him on scene.
That is true. That's hurtful.
They suck.
On scene.
You're right.
They leave you on scene.
Yeah, that hurts. That I haven't felt that.
After all you've done for them, pushing the brand forward.
Yeah.
Now they're taking all of your sweat equity and they're cashing in.
Sweaty ass equity.
Your sweaty ass equity.
It's a bagel.
And they're cashing in. I'm pissed now, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Why aren't you my manager? What the
I should be.
fuck?
Honestly, I would be.
I'm pissed
I
now.
tell Isaac all the time what a great manager I think I would be.
I think you would be.
If I didn't
excellent.
also have to do the whole other side of the job.
Sure.
Yeah. Can I tell you how much of a nightmare of a manager you would be? Can you imagine like you go in like on set and then Adam comes in as your manager and just starts dancing and like doing essentially stand up?
You got no. You would replace me in everything I did.
Adam would be like, he'd know your lines and you go, "What are you? I think you're." Are you trying to usurp me?
Hey,
dude, I'm just mouthing your lines all right off.
Hey, dude, you should say this. You should say this. You're like, dude, you gotta go sit down, man.
You're in
the shot.
No. Yeah. See, I would if I was fair point. That is a fair point. But if I were,
whatever happened to who's singing?
I were to be a manager, I would then be playing the role of the manager, and the role of the manager doesn't do that shit. Okay.
Ooh.
I like this.
Acting manager. Got it.
And if I know what a role of a manager is by looking at Isaac, he's over at Crafty. He's telling people he had a thought in his brain.
Punk rock, getting radical.
He's talking about bands from when he was young, and then mentioning where Orange County is in proximity to where he is.
My favorite band is Absolute Crisis. Huh. I gotta take your word for it. I guess that was a band.
They're the best.
Punk rock, getting radical.
The best band is a band called Off.
Yeah.
Henry Mountains spit in my mouth one time.
Gwen Stefani. I went to a house party and Gwen Stefani was there one time. Orange County, punk rock, getting radical.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I think I would be a pretty good manager.
Yeah, you would. Thank you. Thank you for standing up for me, by the way. I have a feeling maybe Buzzballs will be in the DMs.
I hope so. I hope so because you love it. They're trash, but you love it. And I don't want their dirty money. Okay? That's for you. That's for my boy Blake because he loves it. And people of Blake's ilk.
What is this? What?
Right.
Wait, what?
I continue to wonder why they don't fuck with Blake anymore.
What is going on here?
Water trash.
People of Blake's ilk, they love this poisoned water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Poison juice. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I think hopefully that set the record straight with them.
You did come over to Easter at my house, the Easter egg hunt, with a full buzzball.
Well, now it's a tradition.
Guess who almost cashed it?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Later that day?
I got lit. I woke up with the craziest, like, my teeth the next morning.
Was Emma pumped on that? Oh, it's because you don't brush your teeth. If you brush your teeth at night, then you could got it.
Never know.
Yeah.
No, it did me right. Friendship. It was a biggie margarita, which
those are biggies.
Awful.
Yeah. The tequila-rita, the lime-a-rita.
No, the margaritas they're okay. If you put it over ice, you got to get it real cold.
Yeah.
So cold you don't really taste what it tastes like. You know how you can get something so ice cold? That's like whenever they're like, oh, actually, vodka shots are pretty smooth. You just have to drink it from this block of ice.
Right.
And you're like, well, yeah, anything is pretty smooth if it's almost frozen.
Yeah, that's
you don't
the trick.
taste it. Yeah, that's the trick.
That's the trick. That Kirkland vodka goes down real smooth when it's icy.
That
Is that your vodka of choice, dude?
Well, it's the best deal.
What's with the rumor that they're like, Kirkland is made at the same factory as Grey Goose or whatever? Like they always say that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
No.
And so they're like, it's triple distilled. It's all the
Maybe
stuff.
someone looks that up for us.
A drunk Mythbuster will be great.
Or like they said, you know what I heard? That's actually really good. You know what I heard is you take the Kirkland vodka and you run it through a Brita filter, and then it turns it into Grey Goose.
Well, you know what's fantastic?
Blake, where'd you hear
Real
that?
talk is you put vodka and soda water or whatever into a circle. And then you drink that.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Okay.
Right. Yes, sir.
I like that.
And so is this like you're drinking like a Cosmo or something? What, like a vodka?
Give me a hell yeah!
Oh, you're saying even with
situation?
like the flavor. So it's like the vodka, the soda, and the flavors.
Yeah, you put the flavors. You put the vodka and then a regular soda water, and then it's the.
I was looking at the soundboard.
Blake,
Sorry.
what do you think a circle is besides that?
Well, you can put it to zero flavor.
Yeah,
Hello. I'm very familiar with the product. Come on.
Okay.
No,
well, Grey Goose is of course Grey Goose.
Yeah, that's
would
what he
come
meant.
out-
Okie dokie.
Make sure you put it in your circle, turn it to zero. You don't want to taste anything besides what we just talked about. The reason we're not putting it in a glass, we're just trying to get the brand out there. We're brand ambassadors.
It's a good size.
It fits in your hand. It fits right. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
No
come
doubt.
on, man.
Okay,
Here we
so
go.
Grey
Costco,
Goose is saying
clarify.
that they're like it's completely false. We got the good shit. We're not Kirkland vodka. It's not Grey Goose. And apparently Costco.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
But I don't know. I like to believe. I like.
Isn't
to,
that wild though? Like they had to do a press release because people were out there.
Costco is, come on, the Kirkland Army is crazy. It's a cult. Costco's real deal.
What
They
should
had-
I?
what was the line we gave Jillian?
Looking like a boss though.
Head to cost, looking like a boss though, and head to toe Costco.
In head to toe Costco, yeah.
Yes.
So legit.
I
Little bar.
like
That's a
it.
bar.
I
That's a
feel like
bar.
Costco don't they like give their employees like health insurance and days off and shit like that?
You know they do, but they did recently go on strike. I saw something.
Well, that's not
'cause-
Costco. That's the workers of Costco, right?
Oh, well, I
So
don't
fuck
know.
them is what you're saying.
What's
fuck
this?
unions.
Wait,
Union buster.
wait, what's the difference here? Hold on, can you step in?
Blake's gonna start scabbing at Costco for free hot dogs. Are you Blake Anderson? Huh? Yeah, man. Grab a TV.
Hey, you want a chicken bake? Get on over here,
Dude, we
buddy.
got landline phones over there. Pretty crazy.
I've lost the Zoom. I cannot see you guys. It's been a while since I've seen you. I don't.
It's okay. We haven't changed frame yet.
Oh, there we go. There,
Hey,
I'm back.
what's up?
Pizza.
Hi, bud. Welcome back.
I like
I like-
Isaac just chimes in with they are Teamsters. Who's Teamsters?
The drivers, like the delivery people for Costco.
Okay, let's
Of
go
course.
through this.
Okay. More information coming in now. Okay.
Stand by. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. We're standing
I
by.
kind
all
of.
that.
I was trying to figure out how to get back to where how does Costco drivers or being Teamsters have anything to do with what
Because
you
they're
guys
the
were
ones
talking
striking, probably.
About? Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that crazy.
And we got
Kind of makes sense.
we got a link for 5 myths to unlearn about Costco's Kirkland signature goods, but
Yeah.
it's a
that
lot of
seems
reading.
boring. That's
It's a
too much.
lot of
Yeah,
reading.
we're not gonna.
I think
do
I'll
all
just
that.
go. Should we go to? Let's go.
That's how I felt in high school. Whenever they would give like a lot of reading, I'm like, I'm gonna skim.
Yeah.
Right? There's not like
I need
even when
headlines.
it's an article. Even when it's an article that I'm like, wow, this is really interesting. I really want to know all this information. I don't remember the last time I finished an article. Like if you get something from the New York Times or like a real publication and you go to read it and you're like reading, you're like, Oh, it's still fucking going.
Still
It's still going.
See
And
ya.
then you scroll, and then you realize you're only like a third of the way through,
Dude,
and you're like, I have to. I'm not going to spend all day reading this article.
And maybe you guys don't relate to this, but this is very much the same case with recipes online. Have you ever looked up like how to make something and there's the fucking longest paragraphs to get to the goddamn
Right. You can just scroll past it just to get to the fucking thing. Yeah.
Because motherfuckers just be talking like, in my childhood, I thought butterscotch chips were absolutely fantastic, and and you just like, bro, just give me how much.
Just give me the good.
What is the oven supposed to be set at, brother?
Right.
Come
Dude,
on.
you're just trying to make a beef Wellington, huh? I don't need to know the fucking history.
I made the mistake of.
I'm just trying to get them. I'm just trying to feed my kids a beef Wellington.
I wanted to read an article in the New Yorker, and that you could like for an extra like $2 you could get the magazine. So I'm like, okay,
my man has hard copies,
dude. So many. I haven't read one article.
Dude,
I haven't wanted to. They keep coming, dude.
We have 10 years of New Yorkers. We could build like a barn in the backyard.
Do not come.
Have you ever read one?
Wood. Yeah.
Have you ever read
It's
one?
pretty outstanding. But it is too long.
Huh.
Yeah, when you get into like a good article and then you flip the page a couple times and you're like, how many more pages? And it's like continued on page 92,
Dude,
and you're like, no.
Who has time for a good article?
You're done.
Who has time for it?
Retirees.
Like it's a retiree, right? I feel like I open it up, I read like 3 paragraphs of, and then I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
There's fires in California.
Mm-hmm.
There's fires.
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch.
You get it.
Why do we need? Why does it need to be 11 pages on there being fire?
They did
how
too
to
much.
drink water.
I can smell the fires from my house.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You're a visual person and a nasal
hey,
person.
New Yorker,
I'm a nasal
we'll
person.
write about our own fires. Thank you very much. You write about fucking...
Yeah. Fucking give me the Los Angeles.
Yeah, stay out of it, brother.
What? Sewer rats in fucking subway stations, okay?
Fucking the best slice of pizza,
Hey,
right?
forget about it, New York. Hey.
Todd Strauss-Schulson, my friend, director. Do you guys know Todd?
Yeah.
He is directing a movie, like a creature feature called Rats from New Line. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah, that could be very
it was
fun.
just announced. I thought that was a cool idea for a movie.
This is something that's in the about to start filming, or it's coming out soon.
No, I think that it was just announced that he's signed on to direct it, and I'm not attached to it at all. I just thought it was a cool. I've been wanting to do a creature feature.
It's lucky Jillian didn't fucking snatch that shit from him. She's
real.
behind the camera now, guys.
Give me a hell yeah.
Yeah.
Great director.
You go from
Summer
69
on
into
Hulu.
Rats.
It's on Hulu, by the
immediately.
way. I just want to make sure people know this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rats are. Why do we like? Are rats scary and horrible and like in movies because we just kind of know there's more of them than there are of us?
That's right, and they spread disease and they will bite you and they'll scratch you.
But isn't that the misnomer? Is that like the Black Plague was started by the things that were on the rats, not the rats themselves?
Well, they
Wait,
carry
what?
the disease. They carry.
No, but like it was like the bug. Maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, slide in Blake's DMs.
Yeah, you are the
but it was like
weakest
the bugs that were on the rats that were spreading the black, whatever.
Sure,
I just said.
but to me, that's the same thing as the rat because the rat is the delivery source.
And this is why you're not a scientist, because it's not the same thing.
I know it's not the same thing, but
It's science.
when I see a rat, I'm thinking they're carrying disease, whether it's a bug on them or something in their teeth.
up.
Sure. They are
whatever.
they are the reason it's present.
They're the reason the disease is in my bedroom or
Correct.
wherever the rat is.
So you like to grab the rat, wash the rat, keep the
Yes.
rat. Rat's new friend.
Have you ever tried to wash a rat? It ain't easy, brother. It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
Get
I will
in
say,
here.
Blake, I forget what podcast I saw you on. I saw a clip of a podcast, and
Yes, sir.
someone brought up I think it was Eric Andre's podcast,
Okay.
and he had mentioned the fact that we had rats at the Workaholics house, and then
It's a bagel.
and then he said Adam told me a story about the night of, and then you're like, yes, the night of many kills, and then you said, dude,
Yes. Let's hear it.
You said
baby.
that you were part of murdering these rats. You said, "Oh yes, we killed a lot of rats that night," as if you murdered the rat along with me in the kitchen. Yeah. No, you didn't.
No, I can tell you.
Adam wants to get the story straight because he's never exaggerated.
I can tell you what
that is not.
I can tell you how I participated because maybe you were so involved with your own story. Once again, you didn't care about how I was taking care of the rats. But if you recall, Kyle and I were setting numerous traps in the attic, and we would go up and replace that trap over attic.
Okay, he's an attic.
We would replace that trap over and over again. We kept killing baby rats up in our attic.
Right. I think what Adam's talking about is like Adam was striking. You were striking rats.
Yes. I was.
You made a coat of rats.
I wasn't the one who was putting them in bags and smashing them into the wall. That's not what I was doing.
Right.
I was. Well, that's what you led Eric Andre to believe.
It's good radio, and everybody, and you know what? It's
okay. Well, that's spreading lies. It's spreading lies, my guys.
He brought it up. I didn't go, Dude, come on, man.
Look, you can't say that shit. Adam speaks the truth. There's thousands of people in Assless Chaps. Don't lie about how you killed rats 10 years ago.
Hey, by the way, I think you're saying...
I don't think I said that. I think I said exactly what I said, where I said we were setting traps up in the attic. I might have said addict. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
What's the matter, Blake? Rat got your tongue?
And by the way,
goodbye.
Hey, and now I got a bone to pick with Dirk.
I
got a bone to pick with Dirk.
I got a bone.
Dude, just 1 second ago, you said that that you were leading people to believe that it wasn't thousands of men in Assless Chaps.
There's no way.
Dude, there were 70,000 people there.
There's no way you saw 1,000 men.
I saw more than 1,000.
With no
pants on underneath the chaps.
Butt cheeks.
Like wearing thongs.
It was a lot of thongs, some short shorts. Like Daisy Dukes, but no one was wearing jeans under these shorts. That was not a thing.
Okay.
They hot. They were not on the ground floor where I was with jeans on. Ass cheeks were out. Thousands of them. And I'm just saying, Blake would have loved it.
Fair enough.
I would have. I'm very inclusive. I love butts don't have a gender. TBH.
Hey, Blake, you'll love this. So I play this game called Framed, where it shows you the picture of a movie. Right?
Yes. What is it called again?
You have to Framed, and the first frame they show you is a very obscure part of the movie, right?
You're very good at this game, by the way.
It sucks. It's weird. It's a
hard.
sad talent.
Yeah,
it is. I also like that you decide to put. It's like an old person game. It's like if I put my Wordle score on Instagram every day. I love that you do it.
I was on a roll the other day, and I was like, I guess I need to post because I like the game. I'm trying to put the framed guy on a little bit, I guess.
It's a cool idea.
The one the other day, I click on it. I don't know what the fuck it is, and then I get to the second one, and I'm like. I know that ass. And it's just the back of a dude standing in front of a building. And I'm like, that's Patrick Swayze's ass.
Oh, righty.
And we've always talked about how in the 80s, they tried to sexualize guys in a way that they sexualize women to be like, what? We're doing it with everybody. 100%. And it was always the chicks lowering their sunglasses to be like, look at the keister on him.
Tush.
But it was just Swayze all day was the guy whose butt was the star of movies.
I have moments in my mind that are exact moments. There's definitely a Mel Gibson ass in
Blake has all these...
Bird on a Wire?
Bird on a Wire.
Yeah, he's in the shower.
This
scene is great.
There's definitely a Jean-Claude Van Damme ass in almost all of his movies.
Universal Soldier.
Blake has all these
Arnold, Terminator 1.
Arnold and Twins? No. Oh, Terminator, yeah, for sure.
Remember, he rises up from the lightning and his ass is just
Remember?
Do I ever?
Yeah. I
Send
feel like
me to that Beyonce concert.
The next I mean, you would have loved it. The next project we do, we definitely have to have women always complimenting our keisters.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
Just
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What it was the... Oh, where I think it was Dockers, where it would always be like a guy like walking around in some slacks, and then they'd be like, "Hey, nice pants," and they were definitely talking about their. Well, they
What
might have been
about
talking
Bugle
about their
Boy
dick.
jeans? Are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing? God damn!
God damn!
They got to bring that back. How was that? How are the Bugle Boy commercials? This is from 1990.
Dude, I don't remember
How were
this
they?
even.
You don't remember? Hey,
I remember Bugle
Are the-
Boy pants being.
I do too.
But 1990, I was 6 years old, so I don't.
Bro.
I'm not remembering the commercials. Can you, step it out a little more?
Yeah, you're a few
It was
years
a-
older.
It was
Bugle Boy.
It was essentially like the Grey Poupon commercials, but like just sexy chicks instead of rich old dudes.
Mm.
Hmm.
And they'd be like, "Excuse me, are those Bugle Boy jeans?" And they'd be like, "Why, yes, they are." And then, somebody would hop in a geo tracker and they would just fuck.
Wait, what?
That's sick.
I gotta
like
run.
this
I'll see you
commercial.
guys. I gotta run.
And then it pivots immediately to like a KB toy store
Yeah.
commercial.
Yeah.
Great.
Dude,
Shout out
geo
to KB.
trackers those were sick. I remember
Yeah.
I saw one
time.
flip and fall down a ravine and land upside down with all my friends inside of it.
This was while you were hotboxing playing the weakest link, and they're like, "I'm not getting out to help him."
We had just
Right.
hotboxed. We just put the convertible top down, and then our friends pull up and are like, "Hey, follow us. We're gonna go to the go-kart track." And we're like, "Fuck yeah, we gotta go go-karting." So I'm following them. One of the people in that truck and the Geo Tracker hopped into my convertible. We followed them. They were about 100 yards ahead of us. They go to take a right. They clip a guardrail.
Oops.
They flip and flip like 4 times and land upside down in this ravine.
Freaking see ya.
They're like, "Help, help!" And you're like, "First,
They
one
all
gets
climbed
out to
out.
help."
They were packed in so tightly that
Right.
no one
5
was
people
hurt.
or more.
Yeah, at least 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That's a packed tractor.
I mean,
What's
the
a pack
paint
tracker?
job on the Geo Tracker. I think my like middle school drama teacher pushed one, and I was like, "Yo,
It's like
didn't
they have
it's
like
fucking sick."
It was
it
like
was
those
like
cups.
the cups
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah. It was like teal. Teal was hot. Pink was
Mm-hmm.
hot, and that shit was just like maybe a gray as well. Just like.
Isn't it wild how like the things that are built to look like the future are the thing that look like then you get to the future and they're the thing that look like so fucking past. You know what I mean? Whereas there's some things that are just classic, like a Jeep, that just is like holds up. But a
Timeless.
Geo Tracker,
Wow.
aged.
Wow, dude.
I'm all about the Samurai Suzuki. Shout out.
Are you? And
Shout out.
in what regard?
I love that body. It's just
Well, then
similar-
why don't you
I
buy
bet
it?
you do. Yeah.
Well,
Get one.
I feel
I
like
like
that
a
would
Suzuki
just
Jimny. You guys seen
sit
those?
in
when
the-
you're
Yeah,
Right.
how are you all
abroad?
about it if you don't own one or you?
Well, I
mean, you could
admire
just
them.
buy it.
Adam, you know what
Admire
he
them.
is about it.
Yeah.
I admire them. From
Oh, okay.
afar.
Well, then you can
It's
just
one of
buy
my-
one.
It's one of my favorite things about visiting Catalina Island. There's lots of Suzuki sidekicks.
Whoa.
Yeah, fun little.
Are there a lot of sidekicks?
Yeah, I
Let 'em
think
have it.
so.
Let 'em have it.
Yeah.
Let 'em have
Okay.
it.
I think
Yeah,
it's like
I
a
don't-
very common
That's got to be what they are.
common car. Common car there.
I don't think that's true. I think that
love
there's like a
I
different.
love it.
No, I know what you're saying,
No.
but it's like a smaller car, but it's not a sidekick.
It is. It is.
Oh, okay.
It is. I implore everyone to look it up.
What else would it be? Adam, you think it's a Suzuki, Adam?
It's a sidekick. It is. Look it up. Look up sidekicks in Catalina.
What is he-
There's
what
a
are you
rich
Googling?
history. There's a rich history.
Yeah, so they're not, it's not they're golf carts. Regular cars are not allowed on Catalina Island.
Oh, actually, you know what? I think it's a samurai. I think
God
it's a
damn it.
samurai.
It's a
That's
golf
my
cart.
bad.
It's a golf cart.
I think it's a samurai. I think it's a Suzuki Samurai.
Mm-hmm.
They're golf carts.
No.
By the way,
I
here's my
rode
question.
those as well.
No golf carts allowed, or no cars allowed on Catalina Island.
I think samurais you may.
They
Oh,
slide
really?
under.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think we named the Suzuki's Samurai? Like the American,
Mhm.
like office or whatever? Or do you think the Japanese office was like, they'll love this over in America? Let's call this fucking samurai.
Same as like, remember the motorcycle, Ninja motorcycles? I wanted one so bad as a kid.
Yeah. Our cool teacher in middle school used to always talk about how his friend died on Lakeshore Drive driving his new Ninja. And I was like, you're so cool with your carabiner keychain, dude. How are you doing this?
Dude.
Unreal.
Ninja
so
life.
Cool, dude. I had a friend who got himself a Ninja. They had to peel his face off of Lakeshore Drive. I was like, all right. Okay. I'll let my friends get motorcycles and drive them 5 times.
Jeez.
Okay.
Dude, the amount of times I think I was 50%. 50% of the time I crashed my motorcycle when I took it out.
Yeah.
50%.
Guys, Catalina Island has more Suzuki Samurais per capita than any other place in America.
Because there's 11 people, because there's 11 people that live there. So there's one guy with the Suzuki Samurai. That's per capita. That means, yeah.
Still. What
got
I said
him.
it.
Hey, Blake.
Still.
Got him.
Thank you.
Look at Adam squirming.
Yeah, I knew it. But
Adam's
to be
in the
fair,
hot seat now.
I did say sidekick, so I started off completely wrong, but I did find the answer. It was a samurai.
And what is the difference between a sidekick and a samurai? They might just be like an updated name.
Samurai are smaller, I believe. I think a sidekick is more like Wrangler size. And then the samurai is a little bit more compact.
Well, why does it say that
that'd be huge? Or Hyundai.
Only golf carts are allowed?
That's what Isaac wrote, and I think that's just old. That's old lore from the OC.
No. That's what Google. I'm using Google.
Oh, okay.
Do we talk about something we don't even know? Is it Joe Montana who was driving a golf cart that like flipped his like homie out, and the homie died, and now it's like a crazy story? I don't know anything about it. I just see like headlines. Maybe it's not Joe Montana.
Is this recently?
Not Joe Montana. Who's the Dan Elway?
John Elway.
You guys hear Joe Montana bombed Pearl Harbor?
Wow, dude. Are you trying to say John?
John Elway.
Who's Dan Elway?
John Elway? Dan's like his younger brother?
Jesus.
Dan Elway.
This is off the rail. This is Isaac in the chat, man. God bless him, man.
That's going to be my new name. I leave it like hotels. And also put the room under Dan Elway.
They splice Dan Marino and John Elway for the ultimate quarterback.
Dude, I hate when have you guys ever done this when you go to check into a hotel and you're like, well, maybe I should use I do that. I would do this on tour sometimes and be like, I don't want people to like show up at the hotel and make a thing. So I would put a fake name and then you lose the key and then you have to go down and check it, like try to get a new key. Right. And I used to go by the name Corey Bobcat. And
Donkey!
So I'd have to be, it's under Corey Bobcat, and they're like, you have an ID? And I'm like, my ID says Adam Devine. And they're like, well, I have to give the key to Corey Bobcat. I'm like, and then you have to explain that you're like, quote unquote, famous, and it's fucking weird and awkward. And nothing is worse than that. Nothing, like, I feel like,
nothing.
I just, now I'm like, now I just put down someone more famous than me.
A
Joey Chestnut.
A Joey Chestnut. A dude at a restaurant.
Joey Chestnut.
I was waiting to get into a restaurant the other day, and this dude's standing there, and he goes, I recognize your voice. And I was like, okay. And he came over like smiling, and he's like,
the Peanut.
But he goes, you're in movies? And I go, yeah. And he goes, which ones? And I was like,
the worst.
Want me to rattle them off?
Yeah, then you start to name them, and you're just like, nope, not that one.
I don't know which.
No, not that.
I don't know which one you've seen. And he goes, well, which ones were you in? I go, I don't know if I'm going to name them all here. I'm with my family. And then his face just falls. He like nods to me like, okay, big time. And then just walked away. And I was like, that's sorry. Wait. And I started going, did you ever see Top 5? I was naked.
Very early on, I was in the background of Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year.
Have you ever seen Ratko the Dictator's Son? That's what Blake and I would say.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what you... do you really want me to sit here and name 10 movies you've never seen before we just get to the intern?
And it also just feels it just feels strange, like rolling your IMDb out. It's like,
well, then you just say but then you feel like a dickhead for saying, "Here's my name. Just look it up yourself."
Look it up, bitch.
And then they're like, "Well, just tell me." And I'm like, "You could have already looked it up. And then you could have had all the information right then. And then if you want, you could talk to me about a specific thing instead of going down this list." Weird. It is weird.
Mm-hmm. It's a tough spot. Life sucks.
Yeah, it's so hard.
And then other people start watching and listening because they're like, "What is this interaction happening?" And you're like,
"I don't know." He said his name was Joey Bobcat.
Jonders? How do you spell Jonders?
And it was Corey with an I too.
Corey.
Oh God! You picked the worst.
Corey with
name
an
ever.
I. Isn't that like that's how a woman would spell it?
Yeah, that's
absolutely. It was a very fun pseudonym.
Right.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, dude. But turns out, most late night clerks don't agree.
I think it's funny, dude.
I like it.
Thanks, dude.
You did really
any takebacks, any apologies, any epic slams here today?
Sorry to the guy outside the restaurant. I don't have time.
Don't be.
Also, with the family, I'm really good at saying, you know what? Talk to the hand. I brought that back.
You're such a protective bear. I love that for you.
I usually am like, "Do you want to hold my child?"
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. I go, "Here, hold him. Watch him for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go do a thing."
I'm gonna go do Fallon. I'm gonna go do Fallon.
I'm like, I'm with my family. Do you want to watch my child?
Hey, I'm with my family. I don't. Do you want to be?
I'm gonna go on this water slide real quick. Will you hold my kid? Yeah,
I'm really good at doing stuff like that. I'm really good at it.
I said I was gonna apologize or take something back, and I should have wrote it down. Damn it.
I know our producers have that ready to go.
That's okay. I'll just give another special shout out. Everybody, run, don't walk to Hulu. Check out Summer of '69, directed by none other than Jillian Bell.
He's reading all of that information off of something.
Yeah. Why are you reading that from somewhere? That was weird. You couldn't remember.
Sorry, I was putting that on there. My bad. No, definitely see it. It's a pin. It's Frontier Airlines. You know I rep hard.
Yeah, the jokes per minute is awesome.
It's very funny. It's a great time. Lots of great performances. Jillian knocked it out of the park. I did cry a little bit.
I think I heard Blake crying. Oh, and you know who's in it? One of the the members of the Lord's Force.
Yes.
Who's like, "Easy, Spider-Man, you webbed me."
Yes.
He plays a dad. He crushes.
I love that.
Thank you, God.
So good to see it.
He's got a very funny moment.
We're both in the theater, and I bend over, and I look at her, and we both looked at each other, locked eyes during the movie.
But did you know it was him before we looked?
Absolutely. That's why I looked over at you.
No. He was in a scene before that scene where I looked at you.
No, I didn't.
Because I tell Kyle, "That dude's from Lord Force," and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm Kyle."
Yeah. He's up in it. So Workaholics fans, tune in.
I wish I could have made it. I was sick. I was sick the other day.
And it was raining. It would have been the worst, dude.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Beyonce got you sick.
Got to go to Hulu to check it out.
It's a take back for Costco and Kirkland, buddy, wasn't it? It was a Kirkland take back.
Maybe.
Something about how you hate it. You hate Kirkland.
No, I love Kirkland. I'm Costco for.
And you think whoever likes it is, I think
for
you said
life.
they were like idiots or something.
Yeah, bitches or
I'm Kirkland for life.
I'd like to give flowers.
Oh boy, who are you trying to kill?
I would like to give flowers to the righteous gemstones.
Okay.
It's the best.
The final episode aired last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fantastic ending, I feel, to the series.
Mm-hmm.
I get married to Keith. We were murdered.
That's beautiful.
So if you haven't seen it, we're dead. So killed.
I got
a mass suicide. The last episode. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting your good friend on his epic show.
Absolutely, dude. Congratulations.
Halfway through it.
Thank
halfway
you.
through it. I'm catching up.
Yeah.
Good job.
And thank you, Blake, for supporting one of your best friends. Thank you for going to see Jillian's movie, but not watching the end of Gemstones.
I went to your premiere. I went to your premiere.
Oh, yeah, thanks. You like to go to the premieres where you get photographed. I see you.
And free booze.
This is another trait that would make him a really good manager. Spite.
Yeah. No,
spite heavy.
Vengeance.
Isaac needs more spite. He forgets the names of the executive that betrayed him, and then goes back, and the same mouth keeps biting him over and over again, and then he'll forget.
Tail tucked between his legs.
That same mouth keeps biting you. Come on, Isaac.
Yeah. Come on, Isaac.
Knock your grandma!
Don't trust him.
I got some advice for you.
Then he slides in the comments, Dan Elway, which I'm like,
leave him alone.
Toasty. Butcher.
I don't know what's going on out there. Stay out. Be safe on those golf carts. I
would like to say thank you for everyone for buying the tickets to go on the cruise.
Oh yeah, baby.
Those cabins
they're
are
selling faster than I thought they would.
Me too. It's gonna, man, because people know it's.
We're about to have a big announcement. We've got
throwdown.
a lot more comics that have signed on. A lot of bigger comics. We're really excited about the list that we have going. It's going to be a really.
Did you tell?
Really
should we tell them about Chris
show.
Rock?
No, we shouldn't. We should not. We should save it until we make the announcement. But,
Short story is he won't be there.
Yeah, that's the short story.
Save it, but save it.
And there is a longer story, but we'll have to save it.
Yes.
Should we talk about Steve Martin?
No, we shouldn't. There's a short story and a longer story with that, but we'll have to save it.
Short stories is not going to be there.
Longer story's better though. Wait till you hear that.
There's a longer story. There is a longer story.
Good point.
Can't wait to get on the open seas with you guys.
I can't wait either. And that was another episode of
This is important.